Hello, how are you? Welcome back to 9 Years in China with the old guy, Teacher Kenny. Going to tell another story about 9 years in China. And I don't know why I didn't think about this one. Just stories just come to me. I think about them and I go write something down. Today I'm going to tell a really funny story, and you have to really visualize as I tell this, and then you will laugh. You have to laugh. It's just impossible not to be entertained by what I'm going to tell you. I was going through one of my, I used to get a lot of sinus infections, and it seemed like some years were worse than others or whatever. But when I can't sleep, I can't lay in a bed when I can't sleep. And at the time I had a girlfriend and I didn't want to wake her up not being able to breathe. And so usually what I would do when I was having these little sinus attacks, I just go into the office, my computer room, and with a blanket and just curl up in a chair and listen to music. So I was doing that one day, and in the office, just to the right of where my chair is and my computer was one of those old radiator style heaters. And our apartments were not real new anyhow, so I don't know just how old this heater was. But, I'd get kind of up near it, with my chair and just kind of listen to music, and I'd just be kind of, just keeping my head up and hoping I'd be able to breathe sooner than later. And I also had a little window next to me that would open up and let the cool air in come through the back porch. So anyhow, I'm getting all comfortable, and I fell asleep for just a little while, and all of a sudden I could hear this whoosh, and holy crap, what's going on? Water's shooting up everywhere. And my very first thought, and of course the water was hot, but it wasn't going to boil you or anything. It was just hot shower temperature water. But water's freaking shooting up toward the ceiling and everything. And my first thought is, I need to cover the computer up. So, I jump up and just real quick, I throw my blanket over the computer. And remember, I've been asleep. It's in the middle of the night, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, whatever. And I've got to get my brain functioning again. But when that hot water's hitting you, your functioning becomes pretty quick. And like I said, water's shooting everywhere. And I start hollering, Mary, 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 and she's getting up. And I said, the water. So here, I'm trying to figure out, first I see what happens, the water heater, there's like a pop-off valve or something screwed into the water heater, and I guess that thing had rusted out. And like I said, it was bad. And I'm trying to figure out how to shut the water off. And the whole time that we're doing this, water is just filling the floors, and within just minutes, we're actually in water. And I go around, I'm tracing all the water lines. I'm trying to find something that has a knob on it to turn it off. And I find a couple, but nothing's shutting the water off. What do I do? And by then, Mary's in a panic, she's trying to find brooms and mops and all this kind of stuff. And eventually I go in, I'm tracking the lines in the living room coming out of the heater in the living room. And I finally found a shut off. Whew. All right. Well, that kept all the new water from, more water from coming in. But by then, we are seriously, and we're on the second floor, and we're in water. There is no ifs and buts, two ways about it. We are standing in water. My bathroom and my kitchen had a drain in the floor, so we started getting brooms, and Mary found a squeegee somewhere, and so we're pushing and all this kind of stuff. We're trying to get the water to go down in the drains, and we even pushed some water out the door and let it just go down the stairs. And little do we know at that moment that we got water going down the neighbors, the apartment below me. Water is running down their walls also, but they're asleep. They don't know all this is going on yet. But we finally get everything under control, you know, and I'd say it's in the middle of the night, so we just try to go back to sleep. And of course, the next morning I got to call the people from the school and get them out there to fix and replace and check everything out. And that's when we found out all about all the water that had went down in the neighbor's apartment also. But it's a never-ending source of entertainment. Being in China, it's one thing or the other is happening all the time. But that was pretty funny. And if you think about it, you know, me just kind of being asleep, you know, and I'm just trying to rest, trying to breathe, and all of a sudden a big gigantic eruption of water right by my head. But we saved. The computer was okay, you know, everything was okay. No papers were ruined, thank God. My guitars, everything was safe, and it's just a miracle. But just another little funny story coming out of China. You should have been there. You should have been wading in the water with us. Anyhow, have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and get more of this big city entertainment at a down home price, okay? We'll talk to you later. So bye-bye.